Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're into May 2024 of our Seattle Mariners franchise rebuild here. We're going to look at some scouting. You know the drill. We've had a lot of success discovering prospects, discovering pitching prospects international, and we've been scouting them as we go. Carlos Salazar actually looks like a pretty good pick if we're talking about a late round guy. Maybe not quite as good as we had hoped, but still has potential to not be great. So what we're going to do now is probably switch some things up a little bit. I do want to look at some of the pitchers that we have been scouting. A lot of these guys we've gotten up to close to where we wanted them to be because we've been doing kind of a mass scouting situation. A lot of great talent on the board as far as starting pitching. I am shocked. This is probably the guy that we want the most. I mean, this guy's going to come up and help immediately. So, we've done a lot there. I'm going to switch Rod Harley over to international outfielders. It's going to be interesting. And now, we're going to get to dive in and look at our top 100 right here. Who is in our top? Who potentially is a first rounder? Now, this guy, 18-year-old closing pitcher. Something about this just looks weird to me. So, I'm not going to mess with that too much. Tom Hirsch still available. Still kind of looks like maybe he's good. Derek Pugh, a reliever, where we need him to be. He's only a 3-pitch guy from Indiana, but maybe we do scout him and see. Carlos Salazar, guy that we are scouting, but boy, not a whole lot. Now, we do want to scout this guy, Tom Hirsch, at least a little bit, just to see if he's worthwhile. He is 18, no other positional depth. The only other one that I really am looking at maybe is Mark Woodson, just to scout him out and see. He is 22, so we'll be able to knock him out in a week. Looks like he's a good hitter with good vision, which plays good for me. Second baseman out of Texas. Looks like he's got really good defensive stats. Let's go ahead and scout him and see if maybe that's a #1 overall guy for us. But kind of an interesting draft class. This is going to be pitcher heavy, which we don't need. We need position players, but if they're not there, we can't force it, right? Outfield international, and we're going to try this. Scouting assignments. Is this week 2? Week 2. Okay, we discovered 3 international outfielders. Thank you. We needed that. We'll keep track of that. Let's see what we got here. Jack Leonard still looks like a pretty good option. Indiana, lefty. We do need a left-handed starter. That'd be great. Mark Woodson, second baseman. This is one that looks like maybe we're not going to miss on. And he could be almost big league ready at this point. So that's a good piece. Let's look at some other position players that we recently scouted. Edgar Flores looks like maybe he's a guy. We're going to put Edgar Flores in there. He's 18 years old. He's out of the DR. 5'10", 176, but apparently he just is gifted, hits nukes. Got a lot of speed. Doesn't play great defense, but can hit the ball. That's fine with me. And we're going to stay there. We're going to stay in that international outfield spot, see what else we can dig up. Okay. Week 3. Jack Leonard still looks like he's pretty good. So obviously with younger players, you have a wider range of potential, right? Edgar Flores still actually looks like he's a pretty good outfielder. We're still working on him, though. The hitting is insane. Could Edgar Flores be a superstar? Dude, the defense sucks. I'll give him that. But he's a left fielder. You know, who cares? I do want to look at pitcher. We're going to look at Central, because that was a spot that there were a lot of pitchers. So Central scouting there, and we're going to discover new pitchers in the Central. We're going to continue scouting Edgar Flores because I want to get a good read on this guy, because he could be a second-round guy potentially, or maybe even a first-rounder, just depending on what it looks like there. Final week of scouting for this month. We scouted 33 prospects. We discovered 4 new ones. And Edgar Flores looking like could be a solid later round guy. Good potential. The thing that makes me nervous is the overall could be higher than the potential. That makes me a little bit nervous. But boy, he is good. He looks good. He looks good. Maybe he's a bust. I don't know. Edgar Flores is a guy that I'm going to write down. And now we're going to look at our pitchers that we've been scouting. Jackie Chavis. So these are all guys that we have been scouting. This guy that's number 1 has fallen. Jack Leonard we knew. It's pretty good. 18 years old. But only a 90 potentially. Eugene Wellington, starting pitcher. He still looks good. Now I do want to scout shortstop Tom Hirsch. But Edgar Flores, he has what we need, okay? He has what we need. 2 important parts of drafting. Don't miss on your first pick and draft to your needs, right? Sometimes can be tricky. Where's that shortstop at? Tom Hirsch. We're gonna scout him. We're gonna change our positional needs from second baseman to shortstop. And we're going to keep scouting starting pitching because we had 4 new prospects. And we'll move on and finish the month. Next up will be June. We will make another video about that. Seattle Mariners are 30-30. We're not the best right now, but boy, we've got a lot of great talent on the board for our scouting. A lot of great options. This draft is going to be nuts. There's going to be so many pitchers. I've never seen a draft like this, so it's going to be crazy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take care.